Let me also join the argument that being a lawyer is harder than being a doctor or being a pilot. We are not undermining rocket science or aviation proficiency. Yes, being a pilot is also very difficult, but when you are flying a plane and you are able to achieve taking off, once the plane is in the air 40,000 feet above the sea level, there's no one dragging the control with you. There's no one trying to crash the plane. In fact, all your crew members will be happy to see that you land the plane successfully. So there's no adversary. Everybody is on your side, even the passengers. Being a doctor, if a patient is brought to you, you conduct investigations. At the end of the investigations, the results will be out. By the time you discover the enemy that you are fighting with, all you need to do, having discovered that, you will prescribe the appropriate drugs that will be used to fight that disease. And if you are to conduct a procedure or a surgery, you have your team members, everybody is supporting you, and everybody is interested in the success of that procedure. But being a lawyer in Nigeria,
why are you running? Why are you running?
Everybody is against you. You are only the one that will stand and defend your clients. The system here is an acquisitorial system. It is not an inquisitorial system like the system that we even have in US. The lawyer on the other side is consistently determined to see that you fail and that you did not succeed, because it's just like a boxing ring. He himself too wants to succeed. His clients is also praying and fasting that you should fail as a lawyer. Some of them will even go and meet Babalawo to see that when you come to court, your mouth will close. All these battles you are fighting alone until eventually God helps you, you get to win the case. Of course, though, we know that it is not about justice. It is not about you winning a case in most of the time, but the process before you get to the end is actually a difficult process. So any profession that you are doing, that the people on the other side are consistently fighting, they are throwing brimstone at you. Before you say A or B, the lawyer on the other side will stand up and say, "Objection, my lord." Sometimes it will even object and say you are not even dressing properly, that the court should not even hear you. So you have consistent battles coming from the other side. And that is why when you see lawyers, you see a very young lawyer, he has started growing gray hair. You are sleeping at home, you are thinking of the strategy, you are thinking of the laws, you are thinking of the principles that you will invoke to help you properly put before the court the case of your client, so that your client does not lose his life if it's a murder case and he's innocent, so that your client does not lose his money if it is a failed contract where millions of naira are involved. So being a lawyer in Nigeria is hard and very, very, very difficult. So next time you see a lawyer, law is not about English language. Wisdom is what you apply. Language is what you speak. So sometimes you want to see some lawyers, you see a lawyer that want to pronounce people, you will not say "fearful." Don't look down on him because he's pronouncing people as fearful. What is important is the wisdom of the law that he has inside of him. That's why the wig represents gray hair. Look at the wig very well. That lawyers will hear.